Your network is your net worth. You must have heard this statement quite a lot, and it's completely true. We all want to make connections. We all want to increase our network. We all want to make friends so that we can learn from them, so that we can learn from their experiences, so that we can provide help when they need it, and we can ask for help when we need it, and so that we can get to know what all things are going on. And the first requirement for increasing your network is to reach out. If you don't reach out to people, you are never going to increase your network. That's obvious. But the sad fact is that most of us don't know how to properly reach out. Let me tell you my own scenario. On my LinkedIn account, almost 90% of the messages that I get are, in one word, weird. So this is your friend, the Lean Programmer, and in today's video, I am going to tell you how can you reach out more effectively, how can you communicate more effectively, and how can you increase your network in a better way. So do watch this video till the end. It's going to be a little bit long because I have dig deep into what all mistakes do we make while reaching out. I have broadly categorized those mistakes into 9 types, which are: the first one, the high awaiter; the second one, the confused person; the third one, the over compassionate one; the fourth one, the unprofessional deaf finder; the fifth one, the wrong namer; the sixth one, the Facebook user; the seventh one, the never give up person; the eighth one, the angry young man; and the ninth one, which we all hate, the creepy Jimmy. So it's going to be super fun discussing all these things with you. Do like, share, and comment on this video so that it can reach more people. And do subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new here. So let's get started. This is the second episode of Being Better series. If you haven't already, do check it on my YouTube channel. Being Better series is basically an initiative where I am going to upload one new video every weekend, which will contain some actionable tips on self-help, productivity, personal growth, and personal effectiveness, which you can start taking from that point itself to improve yourself. So today we are going to discuss about how can you reach out to people more effectively. Firstly, I am going to tell you some mistakes that most of us make while reaching out to others. Then I am going to tell you the steps using which you can reach out more effectively. And before ending this video, I am also going to give you some tips on whom to reach out so that you can increase the response rate. So let's get started. Firstly, as I told you in the beginning itself, that almost 90% of the people reach out to me on LinkedIn like this. I have divided this category into broadly 9 types. The first one, the high awaiter. Well, I agree that this is a good thing in real life when you go to someone and say a hi and then expect a response back, and they will also tell you hi and then you'll start the conversation. But social media platforms and online conversations are not like that. If you are just telling a hi, just saying a hi and expecting a response back, you are actually wasting their time. They might be thinking that why has he not mentioned the purpose? Who is he? Because online you are both strangers. He does not know you, she does not know you, and you should definitely mention your purpose instead of just typing a hi and expecting a response back. Well, the second category is the confused one. I have received a lot of messages saying that, "Hi Madhav, I hope you don't mind connecting with me." Well, the first thing that comes to my mind when I see these kinds of messages is that, why would I mind connecting with you? So don't do this. Third type is the compassionate one. They would say that, "Hi Madhav, how are you?" Well, the first thing, this is a good one. This is a good thing if you are actually in real life and if you just go to someone and ask them how they are. But on social media, you should know that the other person might be getting a lot of messages and he might not have that much time to actually do a small talk on hi and hello. And if you are a stranger, if you know that person, then definitely you should ask. But if you are sending a hi, how are you, to a stranger, the first thing that is going to cross his or her mind is going to be, why do you care and who are you? So wouldn't it be better if you first introduce yourself instead of just asking, "Hi Madhav, how are you?" So don't do this. The fourth type is the unprofessional dev finder. I bet that you might have come across a lot of these people. They would give out so many messages. Hi Madhav. Then in the next message, how are you? Then in the next message, I came across your profile. And then in the next message, you would be a good match for our startup. And then they would say, call me. Like, if any person gets so many messages, first of all, if let's say if my notifications are on, I am going to be bombarded by notifications. You should never send so many messages in a line. Then you would be a good match for our startup and then call me. That's not a professional way to reach out to find a potential employee for your startup or your company. Then the fifth type, the wrong namer. Hi Manav. So whenever I get messages like this, I generally think that my name is written at the top. Please spell it correct. So that does not matter a lot. It might be a small typo, but still, if we are reaching out to a stranger for the first time, we should at least be professional enough to see what their correct name is. The sixth one is the Facebook user who would use so many short forms and acronyms like Hi Madhav, HWRU, like Hi Madhav, how are you? This is really annoying at times, and if you get these type of messages, I think you can understand that these are hard to read and these are difficult to read, and especially for the person whom we don't even know, who is a complete stranger to us, sending these type of messages in so many acronyms is just going to be very, very difficult for him to read, and he might not even respond back. So this is definitely going to decrease your response rate. Then the seventh type, the never give up one. So these type of people won't give up unless and until you say hi, and they won't even tell you the purpose why they are reaching out. They'll just keep bombarding you with the notification. Hi Madhav, how are you? Hey, how are you? Are you there? Hey, and so on. So don't be like this. The eighth type, well, the angry young man. I bet that you must have come across many such messages on your DMs like, hey Madhav, how are you? They start with very compassionate and very sort of good messages like, hi Madhav, how are you? And then after a few days, then when they don't get the response, they'll be like, are you there? And then after a few more days, they'll just ask you to reply. And then after a few more days, they will say that, you think you are arrogant enough? Do you even know who I am? So don't be like these type of persons. And then our final category for today, the creepy Jimmy. So these type of people are famous on internet, on all over the internet, and I don't even know why would someone send messages like this. For example, you must have seen a lot of these messages and a lot of screenshots of these messages flowing around like, hi beautiful, give me your number. So the person whom you are referring to as beautiful does not even know you. Why would she or maybe he give you her or his number? So let me give you some real life examples. So I have mentioned the source as well in the bottom where I have taken these screenshots from. So the first one, he just wished her happy birthday. She just replied, thank you. And then he was like, you are welcome. That is good. And then, can I talk with you? If you have time. You don't like talk with me? And then a rose. Like, this is really weird. If you are sending these kind of messages, I can bet that 100% you are going to get blocked. Let us see some more. So again, thanks for connecting, happy birthday. So these type of people generally just use these sort of things like happy birthday, congrats on the promotion, and all these kind of messages to actually get into the DM, and then they write what they are looking for. Like after saying thank you, he wrote, you are welcome, and then would you want to get together sometime? And then this one was direct. Mary, thanks so much for adding me. I hope you have an amazing evening. That is good. The first message is good enough. But then I'm hoping to carve out some time for a much deserved evening out tonight to enjoy a couple adult beverages. What is an adult beverage? I don't even know. And let's have a look at one more for today. So this one was pretty direct. This was taken from Creeped In. So I see your comment. You are pretty and that make man forget job and want you. Sorry for annoying you. So this one is seriously creepy. So don't be like this. Don't be a creepy Jimmy. One question that can save you from all the embarrassment on internet is, how would you feel if you would have got the same message on your DM? So if you are doing something like that, you should probably rethink on the ways you reach out to people. But don't worry, I'm there for you. I am going to tell you the exact steps which you should follow while sending someone a message or while reaching out to people. Remember that networking is an art, and let me break it down into steps for you to understand. Before going on to the exact steps, always remember this one simple point, that the person you are reaching out to does not know you. You both are strangers, and you should always keep this fact in mind. So the first thing is, be professional no matter what. Again, the same point. If you don't even know him, you should be professional. You should have the ethics and understand what to say and what not. Secondly, always start your message by introducing yourself. Remember that the other person does not know you. He does not know what do you do. So instead of just doing small talks like, hey, how are you? Are you there? How are you? And so on. You should start your message by introducing yourself and tell one or two lines about what do you do. But keep in mind that don't start telling stories. Remember that the other person might be busy. The other person might have so many messages in inbox to look into. So if he sees a message with a long story and a huge message, he or she will probably not even read that, because that's very difficult to read. So instead of just telling stories, tell one or two lines in concise about who are you and what do you do, and then directly jump on to the purpose. Remember that directly mentioning your purpose does not sound selfish or rude. It sounds very professional because it shows that you actually care about his time and your time as well. You respect time, and that's why you are actually mentioning the purpose. And then end with a small gratitude. Remember that your message should be something which a person can read within 30 seconds, so that it's not too long. It mentions the purpose, and it also tells who you are and why you are reaching out. And then even after this, if you don't get a reply, then probably follow up after a few days, after 2 days. Always remember that nobody ignores you on purpose. Why would they? Don't even know you, why would they ignore you? But we should always respect this fact that the other person might be very busy, or he might have an overflowing inbox, so it might be difficult for him or her to actually revert back to every message. So we should always follow up if we don't get a reply back after a few days. In my opinion, the first follow up should be after 2 days, the second follow up should be after a week, and the third follow up should be after a couple of weeks. And if you don't get a response even after a third follow up, then you should probably give up and go to someone else. No matter what is your reason for reaching out, there would be a lot of people in that domain, right? So you can find other people as well. So yes, let me tell you some examples. I am going to cover the 4 reasons why you might be reaching out to the person. It might be that you want some help from them. It might be that you just want to increase your network. I can broadly think of 4 reasons, and for each of those reasons, I have mentioned a sort of example here, and I hope you like it. And do like and share this video so that it can reach more people. So here are some examples. The first one, when you need some help. So this example is of Jimmy, who is a UI designer who is reaching out for a potential mentorship. He needs a mentor, so that's why he is reaching out. So let's see. So Jimmy writes that, "Hi Madhav, this is Jimmy and it is so nice to connect with you." Remember the gratitude point. Then he tells that, "I am a UI designer and a front-end developer working with ABC Private Limited, and I am passionate about building beautiful, interactive and intuitive web pages for our top tier clients." Remember those 2 lines of introduction, and then he directly jumps onto the purpose. He says that, I am looking for experiences to learn more about career paths and ways to grow in the role of a front-end developer. Your work in past year has changed the ways I think about design and inspired me a lot. So he is directly mentioning the purpose in a beautiful manner. Then he says that I would love to talk more about a potential mentorship with you if that is something that you have time for and you would be interested in. Thanks for your time and looking forward to hear from you. Beautiful message. He did not waste the other person's time. This message is easily readable, it is well structured, and it covers all the points which I have mentioned before. It contains a gratitude, it starts with the introduction, because remember, you both don't know each other, and then he is directly jumping onto the purpose, respecting my time and his time as well. So let's see the second type, when you aim to start a conversation. It just might be a scenario when you just want to start a conversation with someone. You might not have a reason every time for reaching out, right? You might just be willing to talk to someone. So instead of becoming a creepy Jimmy, whose example I took before, you can be a good boy Jimmy. So let's see the example of a good boy Jimmy. So he reaches out. Hi Emily, I came across your profile recently and noticed your background in recruiting and coaching. I also noticed that I have the same alumni, and we have the same alumni, Go Sun Devils. So remember, he is introducing himself first. Then he says that I am in Los Angeles area and as well, and I'm looking to expand my network within hospitality companies. He directly mentioned his purpose. I'd love to get a conversation going and see if there is any way we can ever help out one another. Sincerely, Jimmy. This is a perfect message. He's being respectful. He is being respectful towards your time as well. He is being professional, and this is a message which you would definitely want to reply to instead of just ignoring. Let's see the third type of message, when you are just aiming to expand your network. So let's have a look. So again, good boy Jimmy, instead of being a creepy Jimmy, is reaching out to Emily to expand his network. So he says that, hi Emily, I hope you don't mind my reaching out. I noticed that you are a career coach in LA and I read your article titled How to Win a Salary Negotiation. So now he is introducing himself, plus he is also telling where did he come from. He has read an article of Emily, and that is where he got to know about her, and that is where he is coming from, and learned something new from it. Even though I have been a career coach for 10 years, appreciate it, good stuff. So he is even appreciating his skills. He is being grateful. Then directly he is jumping onto the purpose. I am always expanding my circle and would love to connect with you to see if there is a way we can help out each other. Please let me know if you are open to learning more from one another, and from a one coach to a fellow coach. Best, Jimmy. This was a beautiful example of how can you reach out when you don't know the other person and you are just aiming to make new connection, and you are just aiming to increase and expand your network. And let's have a look at one final example for today, when you are looking for referrals. So in this particular scenario, you might want to be careful because you have something on stake, right? So again, those four tips of how to frame a message are valid here as well. Let's see. So he says, good boy Jimmy says that, hey Emily, I noticed you used to be a recruiter in R&D sector. I am not sure if you might have any connections that might benefit from my background, but I've spent past 5 years at Pepsi as a process engineer. He's telling about himself. One of my greatest achievements is saving. He's telling about his achievements as well, because he wants a sort of connection referral. He wants to find a person who can help him out. One of my greatest accomplishments is saving $100 million by setting up a new workflow that eliminated 3 large steps. And if you think of, then he's coming directly to the purpose. If you know of anyone in the consumer goods that can benefit from this background, I'd be grateful for any introductions. Thank you very much. A simple gratitude, and all the best, Jimmy. So long story short, don't be a creepy Jimmy, be a good boy Jimmy. I hope you like this video. That's it for today. But before going, as I promised in the starting, that I am going to tell you as bonus tips on whom should you reach out to. Always keep in mind that on LinkedIn, this is just for LinkedIn, this is not for other platforms. So reach out to someone who has between 1000 to 5000 connections. Why? Because people with less than 1000 connections might be inactive and they might not even see your message, because LinkedIn is a platform where people keep connecting with others, and generally people do have more than 1k connections. But people with more than 5k might be getting a lot of messages in their inbox, and trust me, even my on an average I get at least 10 to 15 messages daily on LinkedIn. And if it's some occasion like birthday or something else like work anniversary, my inbox gets flooded, and that's the scenario with everyone. People with more than 5000 might be getting a lot of messages and might never get a chance to see your message. So the ideal person to reach out is someone who has somewhere in between 1000 to 5000 connections, and that can help increase your response rate. So yes, that is it for today. Do subscribe to my weekly newsletter tinyletter.com/the lean programmer, and do subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/the lean programmer. If you are willing to see these slides, you can go to my GitHub repository, which is github.com/madhavbahel/slides. This repository contains every slide for every talk which I have given and I'm going to give. Do star this repository, and yes, that's it. Do subscribe to my YouTube channel. All the best and see you next week. Bye bye.